everyone, and thank you for joining me on my little metal detecting adventure today. We've come back to my permission where we had the Bronze Age spearhead tip a couple of weeks ago and that lovely hammered coin, and fingers crossed we're going to find something just as nice here today. If we don't, it doesn't matter because the sun is shining. It is a beautiful autumn day here today, really nice day. We've already started to do a little bit of digging and we've had the usual up for this permission, to be honest. We've had some can, foil, lead, random bits of bronze, but hopefully our hard work is going to pay off and we will be rewarded with something nice, but if not, it's just nice to get out. I am in the fields that the cows are in, but at the minute they are sort of over there chilling, laying down, having a rest, and I am over in this little patch here. But if they do notice me and get curious and start to come over, then I am going to hot leg it out here, over the fence and jump into another field. So I'll take you along with me. Fingers crossed, like I said, we'll have something nice and I'll catch you at the first signal. Thanks guys. Of course, the first signal of the day would be one of these shotty caps. There we are. Like I say, they always sound so nice, you just gotta dig them. Let's move on to the next one. So I suppose it wouldn't be a day's digging with me if we didn't dig some lead as our second target. This particular bit of lead looks like that it could have been made to be in this particular shape, and it's not just a random bit of misshapen lead. But I could be wrong, so I'll give you a little close-up so you can see what I can see. Let me know if you think that it could be made for something specific or if it is just a random bit of lead and I'm clutching at straws. But yeah, let me know. Came in sounded lovely on the XP Deus too, had to dig it, couldn't leave it. Let me know what you think. So here is the little bit of lead. It's quite smooth on the back, and then on the top it's got some sort of design to it. So yeah, I don't know if it was made to be that way, it was made to be something in particular with the flat smooth bottom, or if it is just a random bit of lead. One of those mysteries, but if any of you out there knows, then please let me know. So there is a signal here and it sounds like it's quite close to the surface. This is like a double beep between 50 and 54. So let's see, hopefully we'll have something nice to show for this, because the ground is quite hard digging yet. There's lots of stones in this soil, but I don't think we'll have to dig too far. There it is, in the top there. Let's grab our pinpointer. So we've just dug this little item up, and at first it looked like a bit of a pebble, but it definitely is the signal. So I'm going to guess and say that it's a lump of bronze, given that it's quite green in colour. It's quite heavy too, but I've never found a lump of bronze this big before. Coming in at 85, 86 on the XP Deus 2. Happy with that. So we've dug 3 interesting pieces so far. A bit of lead, what I'm thinking is a bit of bronze, but not too sure, and this little item. So it's got a little ridge running through the middle of it. Someone out there will know, I'm sure. And who doesn't love a good ring pull? Coming in at 52, sounded nice. But yeah, ring pull, that's all it is. So here is our next signal, coming in between 64 and 67. I'm thinking, seeing as we've just had a ring pull, that it's going to be a can of some sort or a bit of foil. Let's have a little look. Another ring pull. This looks a bit older compared to the one I did just have up. Another target, another bit of lead. There's loads of it here, just random bits and bobs of lead. Here we are, one less bit for next time. So we're just under the tree here and we've come across a signal which I've started to dig, 7980. So let's find it together. Grabbing the pinpointer. I can see it. Is our first, hopefully, coin of the day. Yay. Can we get any information off it? That is our first coin of the day. I'm happy with that. I really think that's going to clean up nice. Well, we can get a date off there. Happy days. So with this signal, we started to dig it. It's in the top there, coming in at a solid 50. Using the forager program. I'm thinking it's going to be a bit of junk, but let's be hopeful and maybe be something nice. You can see it there. It is a bit of can. Here we are in the junk bag, good old Red Bull can. So we've come across a little signal. I have dug it, it's in the clod, so let's get the pinpointer and hopefully it'll be something nice and not a bit of a can. We have got a coin! Yay! Second coin of the day. It's a copper coin. Looks like it could be a penny. Slightly bigger than the previous copper coin we just had, which I'm guessing is a half penny. So I'll give you a little close up and you can see what I can see. And here it is. Our second coin of the day. It's really, really muddy. I wasn't expecting it to be a coin, given that we've dug a lot of junk here. But I'll try and give it a clean up, and hopefully we can get some sort of date off this one. So the condition isn't that great on this coin, guys, but I can kind of make out some sort of portrait there. And a tiny bit of detail in the back just there. So I think I'll have to wait until I get home and see if I can clean it up any more to get an idea of that, because I'm not too sure. So even though it's a copper coin, it's still got a story behind it. Somebody once owned it, and that's what I really like about finding coins. It belonged to somebody once, and I wonder what they would have bought with it. All that digging for a great big lump of lead. No wonder it sounded so nice. Not a coin. Really, really heavy. Here we are. In the bag it goes. Lovely signal between 79 and 80. Let's give it a little dig. Ground is much softer in this part of the field, which is good. In the top there. Don't always like it when they're in the top because it could be a bit of junk. Is it there? Bit of lead. Bit of lead, that's all it is. On to the next one. So the little find here is just in the top there. Sounding really nice between a 79 and an 80. Just see it there. Looks like a bit of something that's been broken over time. Don't know if that would have been maybe a handle of some sort. Not really sure. It sounded really, really nice. I was hopeful for it to be something lovely. There we are. That's one for the unknown item. In the bag it goes. So we've got quite a high sounding signal here. Just stay in between a 90 and a 91. My guess is that it's something quite big. I'm hoping for it not to be a can, but I have had some nice buckles come in at this number before, and also a very large silver coin I had once. That was a long time ago now. I think I've... So there's a signal there. Let's grab the pinpointer and see if we can find it. Is that it there? Lead. That came in really high for lead. Let's check it. Yep, that's what it was. Piece of lead. And it wouldn't be a day's digging here if I didn't come and say hello to my lovely friends. Hello. Oh, and there we go. There they are. On that side of the fence, not next to me. So guys, I've actually got to head home now as I'm working a night shift tonight, but we've come away with some goodies. We've had 2 copper coins, we've had some bits and bobs, but you know what, it's just so nice to have somewhere to go that's so peaceful and so calming, so beautiful. You can just put your headphones on, escape from reality, and nothing else matters really. So I'm really, really happy to be back on this permission. We haven't come away with any fantastic finds, no treasure, but you know what, I've left feeling so happy, so grateful, and like I said, those coins have got a story to be told. The cows are happy to see me, and yeah, catch you on the next dig. Thanks guys. Thank you all so much for joining me on my dig today. It wasn't the longest dig, we've only been out for a few hours. Like I said, it's just lovely to be out when the sun is shining, the sky is blue, and we've come away with a few bits and pieces. What more could you ask for? Catch you on the next one guys, thank you.